My name is Dr. Fran Bowman, and I'm here to talk about the literacy grant that's been offered to Howard County for $3 million, which is fantastic that Howard County really wants to address the needs of children who are having trouble learning to read. We have really good reading scores unless you are dyslexic, which is 20% of the population, 1 in 5 children, unless you are an English language learner, another roughly 20% of the population. That's sort of something that's shifting. And if you are a disadvantaged child, which means that you had limited language exposure before getting to school, which is great to hear about the early programs of preparing children before they get to school so that they are more prepared. But the scores are not very good in Howard County for reading for those populations. So seeing this $3 million grant is fabulous. So I read the grant proposal, and some of it's not fabulous, so that's why I'm here today. This is going to be discussed in full on the 21st, but that just got changed this afternoon when the agenda changed. So I'm coming here today because I can't come on the 21st, and I figure it's the same people hearing the same information, and you'll still have access to it. So I have had a practice, an educational consulting practice here in Columbia for 35 years. It's called Bowman Educational Services. We have seen 10,000 children over those 35 years. Most of them have reading problems. I also trained 300 Howard County public school teachers about 15 years ago in a method called Orton-Gillingham, which is a method that is very well known for helping dyslexic kids. There are a lot of private schools in the area that offer this, and Howard County at the time felt that since they had a lot of lawsuits against them, that they were losing because parents were saying, my child needs this specialized program. And I better talk fast because I just looked at that number up there. So the plan has some good things in it. It has something called Really Great Reading, which is based on the science of reading, and I think that's good for mild kids or developing readers. The problem is it has nothing for moderate to severe kids who are really having trouble learning to read. There also is early identification, which is a great thing to go in kindergarten, figure out who needs help. The particular tool being mentioned, something called Fontes and Pinnell, is a very inappropriate tool for picking up early literacy issues. It is a whole word program, and without getting into details, because I only have 6 seconds, it's not appropriate and needs to be rethought. So I'm thinking that for $3 million, you ought to have a plan. It's a lot of money that really is going to follow the science of reading, deal with children who have greater problems than mild, and that conceptually the decisions for early intervention need to be positive. And I'm done.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and I will get you the testimony.
Okay, great.